Hello everyone, my name is Brian Nickel and I'm the co-founder of Allied BIM. Our software is a software company that is focused on software and machinery for the construction industry. In today's video, I'm going to showcase some of our industry partners. Our industry partners are located on our front page of the website, and today I'm going to be announcing a special partnership with EstiFrame Technologies. If you haven't heard about EstiFrame, you can come to alliedbim.com's website and navigate down to the Allied Partnerships panel, and you can explore all of our industry partners down here. Our current partnership that I'm showcasing is EstiFrame Technologies. If you go to their website, it will take you to easyframesaw.com. They have a series of videos on their website that explain their system and their software. They are generating an automated pushing machine that allows much easier construction and marking on framed panel wall systems. They do a boatload of other things than just that, but what you can check out is basically their website and their videos. We just recently created an integration with their software through Allied. In our Revit model, we are currently working on framed buildings. And so our fabrication tools for Revit is an available plugin that you can find on the Autodesk Exchange App Store. Our new EstiFrame export section is available directly within the ribbon panel. And down below inside of our fabrication manager, you'll see that I've built a couple of assemblies for this overall project. We anticipate having probably anywhere from 50 to 500 assemblies built up for this project that we're working on. But what I'm going to be showing you today is basically how we're outputting to an EstiFrame system. So in here, I've got 9 walls that I have compartmentalized and paneled out. And what I'm going to be doing is just outputting these to the EstiFrame EasySaw. So down below here, once I've highlighted the assemblies that I want to export, I can just hit this Export to EstiFrame button. Before I do that, I want to explain a couple things behind one of the wall panels and the sheets that we're working on. In this particular sheet that's under construction, we will ultimately be sheathing and laying out the rest of the wall along with sheathing schedules and any other sort of information that we need to provide. But if we scroll into this structural framing schedule here, we'll notice that we have some studs labeled out. These are our pre-ordered, pre-cut studs that we'll be ordering from a lumber yard. And then down below under our mark values, we have 1 through 5 currently. There's some other numbers than just this, but for right now, I just want you to know that those mark values correspond to the type of wood and a cut length and a series of counts. Now, what our software does is basically once you've created the assembly drawings, you can come in here and highlight what you want to export. So we're going to go ahead and do that. While we're doing this, it's going to process a .ezx file, which is a file format that's supported specifically by EstiFrame. And what this will give us the capability to do is basically output points based on this wall layout to a .ezx file type. And I'm going to call this easy and hit save. And then right here I can open it up to view it. We don't need to view it, but you can see the work that our tools have done is it's put together basically the plots for that wall and for those framed systems. And what that gives us the ability to do is basically load this file directly into the EstiFrame simulator that we have. So I'm going to minimize out of this and navigate to the EasyFrame machine. And this is going to open up the environment in which would run at one of their EasyFrame saws. In here, what we're going to do is we're going to load that easy.ezx file that we just created. So I'm going to go into my jobs panel and I'm going to import the easy.ezx file. What it's going to do here is it's going to grab the information that I just showed you within the cut file, and it's going to append all of the files within that to a specific parts list. So I know that I'm going to be buying out these studs, so I'm going to leave those off. And I'm going to select all of my materials and choose least waste optimizing and click OK. It's going to give me a warning dialog that pops up. I have my pre-cut lumber set to 16 feet. If I was cutting all 20-foot increments, this would obviously go away. This is just because the file's under construction right now. Ultimately, we'll be recording a subsequent video in the future, but what we want to show is basically what EstiFrame saw does. So in here, I have four boards that are bundled based on one load. I have a total of 26 runs with 826 board feet with a 0.5 waste factor across the entire job. What's nice about EstiFrame setup is you can go in and navigate and view the wall as it exists to Revit. So if we look at this, this wall matches the wall that EstiFrame outputted. We're just looking at the back side of it. What's nice here is now that this is all set up and ready to go, we can start cutting our job now directly out of the project. I can also jump to a different wall and it will update the viewer to display the next series of cuts. And what you can see here is that I'm now bundling all of my top plates and bottom plates together. And what's great about the EstiFrame saw is that while we're doing this, you can go and watch our videos on their website. It's their videos. And on their videos, you can choose this EstiFrame plate and parts marking. So I'm going to go ahead and play this for a minute. So what's great about that video is it showcases how their EstiFrame saw works. So I'm going to go ahead and replay it without the sound, and I'm going to showcase where we see the value at Allied with how we're outputting our material to their saw and where our partnership with EstiFrame is really going to shine. In their saw system, they have a diagraph inkjet system that's simultaneously plotting on the back side of the studs as they're passed through the saw while it's positioning. And as it's cutting, that printer will pause and proceed with its cut as it continues to advance with that linear positioner. What this is great for is you can see we're getting a series of inkjet prints now on the wood, and all of our lumber that we pass through from Revit from our fabrication tools are now marked with a stud layout and stud map for the framer to handle their job. We've worked with framers in the past who have a pretty good process and an overall good understanding of what they're doing, but what we're really seeing here is an opportunity to advance our industry further by plugging in plumbing sleeve penetrations, electrical box locations, and various other items in these assemblies that we're creating. So this is one of our partner showcases for the month. Check back with us in a future date where we'll be reviewing our pipe server exports, razor gauge exports, as well as Tiger Stop exports. I can't go without acknowledging our other partners. We have Datum Tech Solutions. They are a great company for point layout systems and laser scanning. We have a great partnership with them, and they can fill all your needs for laser scanning equipment. We're also partnered with TS3 Saw Systems and Sales. They perform all of our installations for our machinery. And then we've just recently partnered with Dusty Robotics. We're looking at tying in these wall framing packages with the Dusty Robotics system to where we could label out on a floor deck where we're going to basically be setting all these prefabricated walls. We are also an Autodesk Construction Cloud partner, and we've recently partnered with Ferguson in regards to exporting orders from our fabrication center directly to the supplier. We have many more partnerships underway. This just is to showcase some of our partnerships that we formed to date. We look forward to learning more about your needs and what you're doing at your companies. And we look forward to optimizing your assemble, spool, fabricate process. you can reach out to us on the web, and we will be in touch. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful week.